This is Josiah Plays Sunless Sea. Hello again, welcome back. Here we go. We're in London. We're about to leave and head off on a new journey back to the Empire of Hands, and then hopefully to do the whole thing with Empire of Hands to Irem to Adam's Way, and then back to London. Stopping off at perhaps some... Let's take a look at the old map. So here's my map, zoomed all the way out. So Fallen London. If we're heading for the Empire of Hands, we could stop off at like Shepherd Isles, the Salt Lions, Port Cecil, Polythreme, Empire of Hands. Then we want to go up to Irem from there. Then we want to come down. You come down through Khan's Glory, Khan's Heart, Isle of Cats. What is this? Ah, it's Wisdom. Wisdom. Or maybe skip Wisdom and just go Uttershroom, Adam's Way. From Adam's Way, we come back to Port Carnelian, restock on supplies. We go back up to the Iron Republic, restock on fuel. Then we come back up to London to start it all over again. So something like that. Now, how much fuel is that going to take me to get from Fallen London to Empire of Hands to Irem, down through all this, Adam's Way, and all the way over? I mean, that is a big... almost a complete circle of almost the whole damn Unterzee, so Unterzee or whatever. So that's going to take me a lot of fuel. I need to really stock up on fuel. I can't mess around here. And I don't know how much supplies it's going to take me either. So right now I have not very much hold capacity either. Wait, how much of that wine am I carrying? Only 9. Alright, I'm gonna sell this parabola. I'm gonna sell some shit here to get it out of my inventory. I'm gonna sell... I could sell these guys for 300, but no. I'm gonna sell... all this silk and linen. And I think that's all for now. I don't think 28 is a good price for Stygian ivory. I can't say for sure, but I don't think it is. Then I need to buy a bunch of fuel. How much fuel do I need? Maybe 40? And then I think my supplies are probably good at like 25. So then I want to fill up the rest of the way with... How much do I have any already of the soup? The soup, I mean the wine, I have 9 of them. I just looked at that, didn't I? So how many can I get? I could get 31, so that would give me a total of 40 for the trade route. That's not bad. If I have enough fuel and supplies, which I think I probably do. Alright, I'll have 40. That'll be good. That'll be good. So let's buy... Alright, I'm maxed out on cargo. I have 40 mushroom wine to turn into coffee, to turn into linen, to sell for 63 apiece at Adam's Way, and turn a handsome profit. Okay. It is my belief. Now, I could be fucking up here. It's possible that when I go back to the Empire of Hands with the Adventuress that I still won't be able to trade mushroom wine for coffee, in which case I'm screwed. But I think I'm going to be able to. Once I go back there with her, I think it will advance the storyline, and then I'll be able to trade the wine for coffee at the Empire of Hands. I think so. That's the plan, anyway. My hull is maxed out. I've got 40 fuel and 25 supplies. Hopefully I will remember. I'm going to put something in chat just to remind myself. Since nothing else is happening in my chat anyway. Okay. So, I think we're ready to go. I think we are ready to go. I'm going to go with lights off, too. I want to see how much terror I build up. And terror 2 at the beginning. I'm going to keep note of how much fuel and supplies I use and how much terror I build up going without lights. And if my terror starts getting too high, I'll turn the lights back on. So, the first stop, then, is going to be Shepherd Isles. Shepherd Isles. I need hunting trophies also, so if I see monsters, the kind of monsters that are likely to give hunting trophies, I'll probably kill them. Or attempt to. Unless they're, like, too tough. Anything with, like, 400 or 500 health, I might not try to kill. Because I only have the one gun. So my ship isn't super strong in combat because I only have the one gun. Hope 40 fuel and 25 supplies is enough. We're just cruising through the sea. Shepherd's Wash, the salty hinterland of London, home to hermits, nuns, and shadowy business. We dock, we save. We get a port report. I think we want to do Tales of the Three Graves. Memory of Distant and a Z story. And I think we're out of here. So from here, we head up to the salt lines, I think. Not much is going on there, but I can still get a port report. Terror's up to 9, fuel's down to 36. We're approaching the salt lions. Wilbert's Abyss. Oh, that Wilbert and his abyss. Here are the salt lions. Looking salty. Something awaits you hits just as I get here, although I don't even know if I can use it here. I know I can get a port report. Oh, I can pick over the encampment with something awaits you. Let's see what I find. I can also do Salt's Rights, apparently. Should I do it? I just saved, right? Let's just make sure. Let's try Salt's Rights and see what happens. The face of the Northern Sphinx is all but gone. Lost faces are sacred to Salt, they say. You are drawn there. To what end? Salt's voice is distant but clear. Into the Z. Dive from the Sphinx's face. Down, a clean arc into the Z's chilly darkness. Float there in the quiet until your lungs are bursting, until light blooms behind your eyes. Rise, gasping, to the prickle of false stars, the shocked faces of your crew. You've brought something with you. I got an extraordinary implication, which is great. Those things are pretty valuable. And 7 terror, which is not great, but I can live with it. Alright, there's nothing else we can do here, so let's go. And from here, we head to Port Cecil, straight across to Port Cecil. Or Port Cecil, perhaps. It's one of those. Depends who you ask. I've heard it both ways. Gotta get around the Chitronic Lobe. Oh, I could kill that eel thing. Why didn't the blue scintillac... Oh, it did. Back up, 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 back up. He hurt me. He hurt me real bad. He cut me deep. He cut me deep. He cut me deep again. Oh, he's almost dead. Don't... Oh, I had to take 16 damage for his last 9 health. Alright, so we wasted a little bit of fuel doing that. And some hull... We took 48 hull damage. But... I should be able to butcher it for supplies and other oddities. What did I get? I got a hunting trophy. See, that's why I wanted to kill it, because I need 7 of these. And now I have 4. I gained a Stygian ivory, butcher it for supplies and occasionally other oddities. And I got an unprepossessing mass. Let's see what's in there. There's probably something horrible inside, but possibly there is not. A wooden corner shows some kind of case or box is encased in the salty jelly. Let's do it. Oh, I got another cask of mushroom wine. That's convenient since I happen to be taking those to do a whole trade deal with them. Nice. A cask of wine. It seems intact, although who knows how the taste may have altered. Perhaps you won't tell the buyers where you found it. Alright, now we continue on to Port Cecil. Port Cecil. Whichever the case may be. And we dock. And we save. And I was kind of thinking about trying to do this chess thing again, because apparently it unlocks a whole quest if you win a few chess games. And I've won like 2 or 3 already. Well, let's get Port Report. Oh yeah, I need Scintillac too. How much Scintillac do I have? Just 1? Is that just 1 Scintillac? Because I think I need 7 of those for the guy as well. What happens with this chest thing? Should I save scum this? I think I should. So let's do chess. Tough challenge. Failed. I don't accept that. So let's try it again. Chess. Failed. Well, let's see what it says on a fail. You don't often look at chess pieces. Not really look. The bishops with their hooks. The knight with its mane and teeth. The kin and the cream. White mingled with red. The roots that pin the corner of the board down to keep you safe from your opponent. You lift a paw to toy with it, touch its velvety pads. Okay, so the chess pieces are all named something slightly different, except for bishops. Bishops are still bishops, but knight is spelled like night time instead of like a mounted knight. Kin and cream instead of king and queen. Roots instead of rooks. Paw instead of pawn. Checkmate, your opponent says. She grins. Look too closely, did we? You need to be careful with scintillac chess sets. Her face is blank and white as the dome of a chess pawn. Get out. Get back to the ship until the waking dream of the coral clears. Yeah, alright. Let's just save scum this a little bit. Failed again. Just to check something, what does it require? Pages. Pages is my worst stat, and I don't have any officers that can raise it. Ah, that sucks. Increase your hearts. Do any of these other officers raise pages? Raises pages by 3. As a first officer. Alright, let's switch to her real quick. That'll give us a slightly higher chance on the, Not much. Not much. Let's just try it. I succeeded! Ha! It's because I switched officers. Probably not because of that, but... A disciplined success. Odd thoughts bubble up each time you touch a chess piece. This one longs for home. That one has a secret desire for revenge against the slayer of its rank mate. This will be a queen one day. Those would do better as metal. You taste the metal. You ignore these thoughts and move methodically to a victory over your opponent. He blinks. Checkmate? He asks, helplessly. Win enough games and something else will occur. An extra move. Oh, I think I did it. I think I won enough to unlock the thing. Gained 250 fragments, and I permanently gained 1 pages. That's great. Chess. An extra move. Alright, let's save here real quick. Again. As you reach the crossroads in Port Cecil, a voice whispers, Pawn to Bishop 6. A rearing shape the size of a cottage, rather like a mitred bishop indeed, stands 6 yards to your right. A crevice in its coral side might be a cave mouth. Wow, what is this? A stronger silver. You squeeze through the crevice into a narrow space like a stair. Irregular steps lead down. The silver light is strong here, and it grows stronger with each step downwards. Ooh, this is cool. The pulse of the principles. Silvery light fills a sea cave, dripping from the walls. It condenses to pools of whitish fluid on the uneven floor. Sea sound fills the cave, strong and slow, like the long beating of a heart. On a square slab of coral, someone has set up a game of chess. The pieces are different from the ones used in London. You see the spiraling bishops, the corner roots, the kin, and the terrible cream. As you touch each one, a deep voice whispers its name. Do I want to move a paw? The cat's paw, perhaps, or the skin's paw. This is a safe move. Move a knight. The knights are fanged like lions. A touch will wound you. This is an aggressive move. Well, let's just move a paw for now. Gained 1 pages. Nice. Ah, the cavern breathes around you. That felt charming. Thank you, R. The game soothes the pangs of dissolution in. But I want so to be less. I am tired of thought. Will you help me? Sleep will not enough. I desire no dreams. Will you help? Yes, I will. I will offer assistance with dissolution. In the flow of air through the cavern, you hear the voice of the principals, languorously pleading. I offer an assistant, it flutes, and Scintillac. You enjoy Scintillac, aren't you? I like the way this guy uses this living cave or whatever uses English. Very creative. All right, an assistant. A rubbery man rises from a cyst in the floor. An iridescent... What is that? Cicatrice? I don't know what that is. If Saito was here, he could probably tell me. An iridescent cicatrice crosses its face. Even in this flood of silvery light, it pulses like a fevered moon. It shuffles closer. Short flyings, it wheezes. Unprecedented. A rubbery capable of human speech, in however debased and pitiful a mode. My emissary, the cave whispers, treated gently. The whisper follows you back up the steps. Take it to the salt lions. A minor piece. The choral is changing. I now have a Nacreus? Outcast. Its brothers and sisters have abandoned it. Pearly light drips from its mantle crest. The principals have touched it, and not gently, but it can work miracles with salt and fish flesh. Oh, is this a cook? For my ship? Oh, he is a cook. What does my cook give me? 6 hearts, 3 pages. 4 hearts, 2 pages, 2 mirrors. Let's speak to him. He can increase my hearts. Look at him! He is like a Cthulhu monster. It drips eagerly. Perhaps if it comes to your cabin, you should put down some sort of matting. Invite it to dine with me. Increase my hearts. Proposition it. Okay. I have 1 Scintillac. What happens if I do this extra move thing again? Okay, nothing. So let's try to gather some Scintillac while we're here. I'll probably save scum it. Wait, no, I don't want to do that. I don't actually want to do this. Hold on. I think I might be able to get out of it by reloading right now. I thought wrong. Alright. Well, apparently I'm doing this instead of the Scintillac thing. May learn secrets. Alright, we've done this before with the privateer encampment. This was an empty cliff top above the bleak waves. Well, hold on. What if I load this save? Because I don't want to do this. For this one, extra move, stronger sliver. Okay, so we move a paw again. We offer assistance. We got the Nacreus whatever. Nacreus survivor. Gather intelligence. And now we will save. And then gather Scintillac. The best of the coral will fetch a high price in London, but walk the reefs of the principals and you risk delusion and despair. Take your crew and go carefully. Let's try it. Succeeded! Yay! Fragments of silver. I mean, I've read this before, but I'll read it again because it's been a while. Where the Z washes across the coral's edge, it glows a rich purple. Each time it washes across your boots, you expect it to leave stains. You edge along the slippery coral, picking up lumps of brighter glowing stuff here and there. And though the Z doesn't stain, eventually it begins to whisper to you. Phrases so clear that you catch yourself looking over your shoulder in case your crew have spoke. They have not. They're looking around just as you are. Between stars, the Z says. Descend the chain. When it runs out across the coral, it sounds almost like a soft chuckle. I rest here, it tells you. I forget. Gain 2 terror, but I also gain 2 Sinilac, which is great. I think we're done here. Alright, let's go. Moving on to the next port. Next port! So from here, we go to Polythreme. Straight across to Polythreme. But I might as well come from the north. Well, no, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I think I'll probably have plenty of fuel for what I'm trying to do. Oh, I almost crashed into that. I'll clear a tiny bit of black off my map here. Tides of Appetite is a long way to the east. Ooh, what's that? That seems like a place we should hit before Polythreme. You hear those voices that will not be drowned. This is the Sea of Voices. We are close to Polythreme, where nothing is truly dead. Alright, well here's Polythreme. Forlorn, obey, endure, endure, and enduring grows strong. Discovered Tides of Appetite. We've entered a fog bank. Wait, is this not a... There's a bunch of ships here, but I don't see an island of any sort. I'll proceed a tiny bit more north, but I don't see an island here. Alright, that was pointless. What the hell is the Tides of Appetite? What is this? Ooh, I don't think I want to fight that. Wasted a little bit of fuel there, but not too much, I hope. Back to Polythreme. Alright, what can we do here? We've got tasks. I can get port report. Okay. I could do shore leave, but I don't need to. What if I wanted to have another audience with the king with 100 hearts? I don't think I do right now. Well, let's just take a look at something. Like, all that does, I think, is it changes a watchful curio into a wakeful idol, and I don't know which one, what either of them is good for, or why I would want them. Or which kind I actually do want, so... And it doesn't seem to benefit me any other way to see, because I don't actually get to see the king, so... Maybe I have to do this a certain amount of times, and then finally... Maybe I should just go ahead and do it. Oh, and I gain 9 fragments. Alright, so it doesn't say anything new. But maybe secretly some thing is changing. No, because it always tells you when you're advancing various qualities that change your status with different people or whatever. So I don't know that that's really doing anything in terms of advancing, like, the storyline of Polythreme or whatever. Let's clearly carry some more claim into London, though, because now I have enough cargo space, I might as well. So these cost 300. Oh, and you can sell them for 300 back in London, so you get no profit whatsoever. You could sell Stygian ivory here for 30. I kind of am tempted to do so, just to get it out of my hold. Stygian ivory. I have, what, 4 of them? Maybe I should hold on to it. Maybe I should hold on to it. Yeah, I think I will. Alright, we leave here. Now we actually go to the Empire of Hands, and I hope we're able to trade this wine when we get there. I truly hope. I'm gonna go, like, kind of this way, just so I clear a little bit of black on my way. Godfall to the south. I'm not going to hit Godfall. Ooh, but I can hit it on my way back. When I'm leaving Irem and I'm coming down here to go to Khan's Glory, I can hit Godfall on my way back through there. I wonder if I can sneak through here. Or if it's going to be too narrow. That looks like it's definitely too narrow. I'm going to have to go all the way around down here. Probably should have gone up to the north of this, but it's alright. I'm going to clear a little black. I'm going to clear a little map area here. Not much, but a little bit. What is this ahead of me? Is this part of the Empire of Hands? I think it must be. And there's the Zeppelin. Ah, discovered Tory Point. Alright, let's go. To Port Stanton. I hope that I can do lots of cool stuff here now that I'm bringing the Adventurous. A delightful welcome. The delightful Adventurous leans over the rail of the ship, sniffing the humid air with evident distaste. What a filthy, damp little place. Oh well, we shall endure. At the sight of the mayor hobbling up, she straightens. A thin, insincere smile spreads across her face. Ah, you there, my good primitive, she calls, striding down the ramp and clasping his arm tight. Now then, I come in search of your first Emperor's vault. And for that, I shall be needing a few things. Some of your finest workers, and tools, and some food. Do you understand me? She shakes her head, barely waiting for a response. F-O-O-D, she repeats. Comprenas? Oh dear, I see we shall be here for a while. Listen, I hear you fellows rather like souls. Shall we discuss that like higher primates? So she's very condescending. Barnabas stays to settle up while his mistress negotiates the value of her soul with the mayor. A man with no face. Ooh, I got 200 echoes. Barnabas removes his mask with what looks to be a silent moment of great relief. Underneath is nothing. Just a flat surface where his face should have been. Ah, an unfinished clay man. One of those flawed products of Polythreme that follow their own rules. If only you'd known that before he boarded. Of course, that's why the Adventurous never mentioned it. He silently presents you with your agreed fee, dips his head in a polite bow, and lumbers back to his mistress. It appears she has struck a deal with the mayor. The delightful Adventuress will establish a base camp on Fountainhead Island. She welcomes your assistance as one who has proven to be not entirely useless. Monkey business is now up to 20, and I gain 200 echoes. Solid. Okay, let's see what all we can do here. We're going to save. And we're going to see what we can do at Port Stanton. Shore leave, an audience with the mayor. A port report. What happens if we do an audience with the mayor? Oh, this is different. A polite welcome. Darling, do come in, the civilized mayor purrs. Whatever can I do for you? The soul of the delightful adventurer sits comfortably in him, a four-souled ape of cold ambition and very few scruples. In better times, being overseer of Port Stanton gave the incumbent their pick of visitors to the Empire. Now it is as thankless a task as any to be found in the Neath. Okay, so this is different. I mean, that's the same. It's not the same. Acquire fresh supplies for too much echoes. Alright, so there's really nothing I want to do here. Certainly don't want to sell my soul for 200 echoes. Alright, let's not mess with Port Stanton for the moment. Let's mess with the islands. Let's go to Sovereign Island. They still demand a gift worthy of the Emperor to open up their court, perhaps on another island. A hunting party powers through the water. You barely row out of the way in time, for it has no intention of turning or slowing. The chattering of angry monkeys fades into the darkness as they head for the other islands in search of food. Ah, I still don't have an appropriate gift for the Monkey Emperor, so there's nothing I can do here. Today, the sprawling palace is called the Wild-Wheeled Court. Tomorrow, who knows? The world of the Pentecost apes is one of cruel whimsy, where stolen traditions last only as long as their amusement. Alright, what if we went to Hearthsake Island? Cannibals always have a seat at their table, and the lost treasure hunter has much to trade. A cold expanse of water. It is strange, after so long in a real ship, to be so close to the surface of the Z that you could run your hand through it. Not that this would be a good idea. Oh, this is something different. I have too many supplies to join a raid. It was not madness that drove these pirates to cannibalism, but years of being shipwrecked without the comfort of meat. After a while, any meat would do. I can talk to the lost treasure hunter. He joined the pirates to see the Z. Now he just hopes to one day see something he recognizes. Ahoy! How goes your search? He asks. Find anything? It is a voice that so badly wants the answer to be no. Trade supplies for foxfire candles. Don't tell the others, but I still can't bring myself to eat like they do. I pretend, but it's a good thing there's berries. Wouldn't say no to something a bit more. Trade recent news for oh, I do have recent news. For dynamite. What would I do with dynamite? You have a newspaper? At least I won't feel entirely lost when I finally get back home. Trade a live specimen for a flare. I do have one of those too, but I already have a flare. Trade stories with the lost treasure hunter. He has survived many adventures, so have you. Trades 10 tell of terror for 10 Z stories. That's not bad, since I have a lot of tales of terror and almost no Z stories. Apparently it takes a cask of mushroom wine as well. Persuade him to give you his map. It could be a profitable kindness. Alright, I can't do that right now. Well, I have the recent news, but I don't know that I need dynamite for anything right now, and if it's going to take up space in my hold, I kind of don't want it right now, until I know that I need it. I'll do the story trade thing. Pirates, treasure, lost islands, undead horrors, ancient terror, dreadful beasts, intrigue, star-crossed lovers, battles of wit and cunning. Well, that's your stories told. His turn. So I used up that one extra cask of mushroom wine that I found. I'd like to think that I gave this guy the one that I pulled out of the creature. So now I have 16 Z stories and 30 tales of terror. Oh, and apparently I can do that as many times as I want, but I'm good for now. Right, I'm not going to do anything else with this guy at the moment. Leave him to his search. You have your own treasures to discover. He bids you a good day. And good hunting, of course! Alright, let's return to the boat, because I can't do this raid thing. Time to head back to Port Stanton. A smooth, easy trip. Your arms are beginning to get used to the rowing. Okay. Let's go to the Ash Isthmus next, and save Fountainhead Island for last. A softly spreading wake stretches out behind. The silence is peaceful here. No engine rumbling, no sounds of crew at work. Just your own heavy breathing as you row, and the rhythmic splash of waters. Is this where the little girl was? That I chased all through Hell's Half-Acre, and she took my clothes and all that? This is where, yeah, the monkey foundling. Alright, let's see if we can see her again. Maybe we'll go on another merry chase through the jungle. That was kind of cool, though. Alright. I kind of want to see if I can save again. Save on number 11. She does not seem to be here right now. A pair of Pentecost apes are, though, glaring at you with equal parts malice and their usual avarice. Well, let's see what happens here. Chased away, the two Pentecost apes attack, snarling and hissing. Their raw ferocity forces a retreat, though they do not follow and press the advantage. Once you are through the trees, the chase ends. Peering through the foliage, you see them quietly return to their strange vigil. Oh, what are they doing here? Well, you're not about to let your guard down again. There's nothing else I can do here for now. You return to the rowboat. Now you look carefully. You can see the traps hidden in the forest. All things considered, it is for the best the ghost of the Ash Isthmus saw you as a playmate instead of an invader. There are reasons both humans and the smarter apes leave her to her own devices. Yeah, she's a pretty cunning little creature. She definitely is. Alright, let's go to Fountainhead Island. Ancient tombs and buried treasure await on this island. An old Z shanty binds your tongue as you row. And left him treading water, all for the sake of the night he'd shared with the rubbery captain's daughter. That wasn't really very sea shanty well done there, but, you know, what do you want from me? The rubbery captain's daughter. Swiftly growing vegetation keeps a thick forest wrapped around variably ancient ruins. Even the yet-to-be-plundered ones are heavily scarred with crowbar marks. So I need an ancientish treasure map to do this. But now I can visit the delightful adventuress's camp. With a small army of monkeys bought with her soul, she excavates the vault of the first emperor. Alright, now we're getting into it. Let's save on 12. Now we're getting into it. Adventure time. Through the forest. The foliage is thick and unforgiving. Ooh, I want this. The delightful adventuress, helped by her faceless clayman bodyguard Barnabas, and a small group of worker monkeys hired for the price of her soul, works to excavate the vault of the first emperor. So our options are a gift for the monkey emperor. The delightful adventuress has already uncovered and put aside many treasures. A small statue amongst them looks particularly interesting. Apparently I can just have this. Speak with the delightful adventuress. She prepares to make her run on the vault. To the vault of the first emperor. Its stone entrance dominates a small clearing. Or I can leave her camp. There's nothing here you need right now. Well, let's talk to her first, and then we'll go from there. A flustered circus mistress. Oh, it's you! Of course! Help me with these blasted maps, would you? The monkeys are quite useless. She shakes her head. They claim our souls uplift them, but if you ask me, it's just a case of monkey see, monkey do. Can you believe they think that Zeppelin of theirs will let them create a new empire? Wait, you there. Take that out of your mouth this very second. Yeah, that's one of the things of working with monkeys, is they're going to put shit in their mouths. That's just, you just have to expect that's going to happen. Did she say anything else if I talk to her again? No. Okay. Let's try to get this gift then. Nobody is watching. At least you don't think so. It is hard to tell with Barnabas's blank face giving nothing away. Can he see? He seems to be able to, somehow. In any event, he makes no move to raise an alarm as you take the small trinket. Yay, I now have a gift for the Monkey Emperor, so I can go to Sovereign Isle and access the court. And that, I believe, is where I will be able to trade mushroom wine for coffee beans. Alright. Well, let's go to the Vault of the First Emperor, then. Its stone entrance dominates a small clearing. A not-so-ancient edifice. It may look centuries old, but this entryway is relatively new. The monkeys can never leave alone, always adding bits on as their whims demand. It's very dark here, apparently. This tribute to the Empire's first and greatest has been constructed over generations by monkeys working with stolen ideas of what an ancient tomb should be. Outside the vault, the delightful adventuress flits back and forth between her base camp and the vault entrance. Or leave her to her work. Let's do outside the vault, I guess. To rush, darling, is to court tragedy. The delightful adventuress pays barely any attention to you as she prepares. She is not yet ready to open the vault. You should return later when she has had a chance to organize her monkey workers. This may take a while. Alright, so it looks like that's all I can do here for now. An easy journey back to port. The sea is calm. So is whatever might be swimming in it around here. Now I could go a journey into temptation. This is says something different than the last time. The delicious smell of the cannibal's cooking stretches much of the way across the passing. It would make a vegetarian salivate and reach for a fork. Okay, but there's... If I talk to the treasure hunter, now do I have something different now that I, Oh, I need 50 delightful archaeology. Not 1. Okay. Oh, I lost 5 hunger. Wait, did I just eat some person? Did I just eat some Soylent Green? A smooth, easy trip. The boisterous pirate even instructs his men to prepare you a little something for the voyage home. Fortunately, it is a something that has never been a someone. I hope! You never know with cannibals. Alright, now I can definitely go to Sovereign Island. That's the next step. They still demand a gift worthy of the Emperor to open up their court, perhaps on another island. And I just found that gift. So let's do this. A quiet yet exhausting affair. It has been a long while since you spent this much time behind oars. Your muscles will be glowing by the time you finish your business in the Empire. Gain access to the court. The gates are guarded by 2 armored monkeys that will look adorable if not for the blood on their bayonets. Humans are not welcome without an invitation or a worthy gift for the Emperor. I now have a gift. Yay, let's go. The Wild-Wheeled Court. The stench and heat as the gates open are a sucker punch to your senses. Inside, the stagnant air of the windowless wood palace hangs with sweat and tastes of hair. Everything is filthy, and every surface used. The apes as likely to swing across the roof as walk the floors. In prized oases of relative calm, the high-souled conduct themselves with the poise of highborn lords and ladies. Around them, their barely uplifted lessers scamper around exhausted, taking orders and cruelties from all who care to dispense them. In the middle are countless more, a sea of apes longing for advancement and fighting for what they have with tooth, claw, and low cunning. Tooth, claw, and low cunning is what I'm all about. Alright, I no longer have a gift. Wildweed status is now 5. Monkey business is now 30. Ooh, The Monkey Emperor looks cool. Nice mask, bro. An audience with the Emperor. Emperor Crispin IV. The thought of a monkey named Crispin IV is pretty funny. Holds court in the heart of his palace. None may speak without permission, but the voice of the Emperor is still the least heard of all. Summoned by the Emperor. To step into his throne room is to step into another world, a polished one of cool and blessed quiet that already feels as alien as it is pleasant. An official welcome. The Emperor sits on his throne, wrapped in robes of violet and wearing an ornate golden mask. He remains motionless, silent. He could be mistaken for a statue, if not for an almost imperceptible nod to grant his seneschal permission to speak in his name. She approaches, arms folded in the red-trimmed yellow robes of a court mandarin. Her expression is carefully blank, the chestnut hair on her face powdered alabaster white and decorated with exquisite detail in red and black. So these monkeys are fancy up here in the court. The rings on her fingers mark her as a 10-souled ape, a status even the Admiralty can respect. She bows before you, a complicated ritual display of sweeping sleeves that somehow never breaks eye contact. Finished, she waits for your response. I'll do some sweeping arm-waving bow myself. No, I don't know. Ooh, it's a tough challenge. From Pages. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm about to balls this up. I might save scum this, though. I can return the bow. You are, after all, in front of an emperor. I can do a curtsy instead. I mean, realize my character is a woman, but she's not the curtsying sort. This is your preferred way to express respect. Or I can remain still. You will not demean yourself before mere monkeys. I kind of want to try the bow here, even though it's only 38%. I failed. Let's just quickly... Let's just try that a couple more times. I'm not going to sit here and do it forever until I get it, but we can try it a couple more times. Success! A flicker of approval. You bow deeply, but not to the exquisite seneschal. She is but the voice of the Emperor, and it is to him that your respect is due. He makes no move and says nothing, but a test had been passed nevertheless. Now, there is business to be discussed. I got 20 fragments, monkey business up to 32, gained 5 wild weed status, new total 10. That's good. The Great Exodus. The exquisite seneschal requests your assistance to supply the Empire of Hand's great work, a zeppelin that will take them to a new home far away from here. Materials for the journey. You point out that the Admiralty has the Empire of Hands both under embargo and quarantined. The only thing worse to be caught doing here than supplying them would helping them escape their confinement.
Have your people not already caused us enough pain?
She demands.
We starve, and you would prevent us being fed. We thirst to explore, and you cage us like animals. Why? For what fine purpose? What threat are we to you, who happily dine with devils?
She's got a point there. She shakes her head, almost with pity.
What could you possibly see in us that shames you so?
I will accept the commission. I will help the apes complete their zeppelin. Why not? They seem okay to me. The exquisite seneschal bows again, deeper. With a pair of servants to row the boat, she takes you to the zeppelin site in Port Stanton. It was originally the project of a traveler from afar, hoping to travel east, who encountered an accident. In his plans and engine, however, the monkeys saw their opportunity.
The Great Exodus will require supplies and fuel, of course,
explains the exquisite seneschal.
We also seek souls to uplift our brethren that they may join the work. You will, of course, be reasonably compensated for your expenses and rewarded upon completion.
She also hints that there may be faster ways to complete the Zeppelin. To say more, though, would require a level of trust that you have not yet earned. Build status in court and by supplying the Zeppelin. Monkey Business 40, Wild Wield status 15. The Zeppelin is not complete. Zeppelin has to have fuel 100, souls 100, and supplies 100. I could give them souls if I had any crates of human souls. I could give them supplies if I wanted to give up my supplies right now, which I don't, because I only have 17 right now, and I've got a long way to go. I could give them fuel, same deal, not giving up any fuel right now. Or I could go back to Port Stanton. You have nothing for the Zeppelin right now. I'm afraid I have nothing for the Zeppelin right now. I don't think I have anything to do with the mayor right now. They don't have any shops. Let's go... Now I can travel to the Wild Wield Court. Your invitation stands unless you violate their sacred laws. Unless, of course, they find it funny. So now let's travel to the court. And, actually, we will travel to the Wild Wield Court in our next episode. That is going to do it for this one. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Sunless Sea.